Good morning, good evening, wherever you're from. I don't know who's more excited, me or you. So we're going to begin in just a minute. And so welcome to all of you. I've posted a question there. What have you done today to make your soul smile? Yeah, please share and interact with me throughout this webinar. I love your attention, so please. I've had a beautiful day today. I had a lovely swim, and I was preparing some of these slides today, so I'm so excited. Please share with me, how did your day go? Wendy, I baked a cake. Wonderful. Peter from Belgium, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Kathy, Jennifer. There's a lovely group coming on here. So what have you done today to make your soul smile? That's one of the most essential things in life. So, I think it's time to rock and roll. Okay, so I see we've got a big lot of people from all over the world. I'm so excited. What is this webinar all about? It's the 10-day India Smiling Soul Retreat. Look at that picture. Doesn't that picture say it all? I'm going to be your host, Brett Shuttleworth, and so I'd just like to welcome all of you that are coming on board. Please share with me, where are you from? Why are you here? What about these retreats captured your interest? So, lovely. Kenneth from Canada. Jennifer, I'm here. I have a broken heart and wish to be healed. Very spot on. You know, a lot of what I share with you on this retreat is really about discovering, getting complete with incompletions and starting anew. Jackie, welcome Jackie from London. Carol, Lynette, Lisa. This is wonderful. And we've got a nice bunch of guys here as well. Want to find a new direction in my life. This is fantastic. Well, guess what? You are in the right place at the right time, because tonight, even on this webinar, you might get something very special to walk away with. Okay, so please continue chatting with me in the box. I want to share with you, my mission is to create a ripple effect of love across the globe. It's going to be very clear later on in the webinar why. You can see that I've been doing this. This is my personal website here. From a corporate perspective, I've trained over 27,000 people, but tonight is not just to validate these amazing miracles that I teach, but it's about your questions answered on this Smiling Soul Retreat. Right, so let's get on to the agenda for tonight. I want to share with you that this webinar, if just one of you just get one thing that you can take away with, or that completely convinces you to join this retreat, this is going to hit you right now when I read through the agenda and speak into it a little bit. So number one, how the India retreat came about and why I created it, my journey. You know, I don't know if you've heard the phrase, turn your mess into your message. Well, that's a bridge that I climbed literally and searched all over the world to find these beautiful miracles and teachings that I offer and that I share all over the world in line with my intention to create a ripple effect of love. So the highlights of the incredible India Smiling Soul Retreat, the package and why it rocks, the benefits and outcomes. I say the highlights because every single day on this retreat is a highlight, with the activities we do, where we teach, the venues, the food, the accommodation, where we fly to. It's just emotionally moving and touching. So stay on. Number 3, questions I'll be addressing and open for further discussion. So as I go along, please interact with me. In the chat box, put your questions there. I am going to try and cover everything in my awareness that I believe would be something that you'd need to know in order to get on this retreat. So let's just cover a couple of the points. What if the purpose of the retreats? What do they stand for, and what is it that we facilitate on each retreat? Okay, so what's really cool about a webinar, I've got some nice visuals. So, you know, when you see a visual, you can actually see, okay, this is where we do teachings. This is the teachings on the retreat, the purpose of the retreat. So I'm going to delve into that further on in the webinar. All right, so next point here, how are the retreats structured? What does a typical day on each retreat entail? Well, the first thing I can say is fun, balance, power, lightness, and I've designed it so there's a lot of balance, a lot of your time to reflect, and we give you workbooks and journals, but I will speak into that a little bit later. Why India? Well, I think that answer is immediately found when people literally land in India. I call it the land of love. So where the destinations? Why were those particular destinations chosen? What are the participants like? Everybody that goes on any retreat always wonder what that's like. What type of people are there? Will I fit in? How big the groups are? And am I too old? Am I too young? Am I fit enough? All these questions I'll be covering on here, and I'm going to show you a couple of the pictures of our participants on here. So the accommodation I shared with you, I literally spent a year or so literally walking through India and finding the best, unique, beautiful hotels, whether it be in the Himalayas, whether it be on the Arabian Sea. So I'm very excited to share that with you. What has the experiences of the previous participants? Well, as you know, the proof is in the pudding. So I'm very proud and honored to share with you some of the testimonials of the people that have been on either our South Africa, our India or Bali retreats. I'm considering another retreat along similar lines. What sets the Smiling Soul retreats apart from the rest? This is the basis of why I actually created a retreat like this. I wanted to set us apart from the rest. And just touching onto it, you know, that effect from the caterpillar into the butterfly, that effect from this awakening, finding nirvana, but finding it through organically getting it well as well, not just through theory. So that's one of my secrets. And there will be a few other questions on this. Stay on, because I've got a very cool special offer exclusive to the webinar of these attendees. So you guys that are online here tonight, wherever you are from all over the world, I have got a very cool exclusive offer on this retreat just for you guys. So don't leave. You want to qualify from this this special. It is an amazing bonus. Talking of bonuses, because you've stayed on and you've put time aside to be with me tonight, I'm handing out my most valued product, and that is my manifestation diary. How to manifest an abundance in your life in all areas of your life. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I am going to give you that bonus at the end of the webinar. All right, just because you have been here with me. Okay, so make sure you stay right to the end. A special offer exclusive to this webinar, as I shared with you, my bonus manifestation tool giveaway. I have got thousands of people that literally, including myself, that every single day is committed to this manifestation diary. It's changed my life. It's brought me so many internal and external profits in my life, in all areas of my life. So after that offer, I'm going to be giving you that manifestation diary just for staying on the webinar. Okay, but before we start, I want to connect with you and get you into why you actually on this webinar tonight. So I'm going to run a poll now. Our question is, for the poll, is what is the main kind of challenge that you're currently experiencing in your life that a retreat could possibly resolve? Okay, you'll see there all the different options are popping up there. There's 5 options. Relationship to challenges. Yes, that's number 1. Your ability to attain goals, financial, career, and health. Number 2, dealing with inner conflict, dealing with mental clutter, finding balance, and the time to do everything I want to do. That is one thing that is very, very, very common. So what I want you to do is interact with the poll. Press the section that you like, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Dealing with inner conflict, 54%. Relationship challenges, 31%. It's funny, I had a lunch with my friend yesterday and he calls it relationships, but it's not really like that. And that's why I said to him he needs to come on the retreat. Dealing with mental clutter, 5%. Let's see, finding balance and time to do everything that I want to do, 16%. So you can see we all here from all over the world with different reasons. And so I welcome you all. So thank you for doing that poll with me. Now you're also in line with why you're on this webinar. So let's stay with our intention there. And I want to give you all the answers and all the secrets and the benefits of coming on this retreat. So section 1, how the India retreat came about and why I created it on my journey. So, those of you that don't know me, I'm Brett Shuttleworth, and I have a beautiful message here for you tonight. Where did you find that, Brett? I've been searching for it everywhere. I created it myself. Happiness. I put the slide in there. I think it's so cute. And you know, at the end of the day, don't we all just want to be absolutely happy? So, about me. I'm going to share this little journey with you quickly, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because a lot of you can relate. So I was a young boy. I grew up on a farm in the Drakensberg. As most little South African boys, we always want to end up playing for the Springboks, and I did pretty well at school. 5 different sports, provincial. There I am for playing for Northern Transvaal in the 20s, Natal in the 21s, and then finally called up into the senior Natal squad. So rugby was everything for me. And then something happened that literally changed my life. I shattered my arm in 27 places. Those of you that had also had serious injuries, you know the pain of this. And especially what was really lost for me is that I didn't have anything else to do. I'd been training my whole life to get to this pinnacle of my life. I was 27 years old, just about to play in the World Cup, and bang, my dreams absolutely shattered. I ended up in Manhattan, homeless because of that. I was getting deported from America, but there was something in me that said, stay, Brett, stay. And so that is part of my storyline that I'm going to share with you throughout this webinar. I'm just really trying to illustrate the diverse life that I've lived and where I come from this teaching, because there's so many people in between on my journey that I've learned so much. My inner searching, people from all over the world. And then another turn of events, as you know, life is also full of miracles. I was discovered as a model. Very, very fortunate. Within 4 years, I became one of the top supermodels in the world. I then thought, let me take it to Hollywood. And I moved to Hollywood and I studied drama. This was quite very out the box for me, being a farm boy. But it served so much great purpose with me as well. I learned how to express myself authentically, but there was something still missing here. You know, I thought all of this stuff, look at these magazines, I thought all of this achievement would really make me happy. Here I am in American Pie 2, walking down the runways. I played myself as Tara Reid's boyfriend in American Pie 2. Some of you might be giggling and you recognize the scenes. Yet, after achieving all of this, there was still something missing. And isn't this true in life? Once we achieve something, we feel like, yes, we've achieved it, but then all of a sudden we feel like it's incomplete. And then the chase starts again. So it was the same for me. And I went searching. I still, after all this fame, after all this acknowledgement, after all this success, financially, everything that I dreamed of, something was still missing. And this, I suppose, was the turning point when this retreat started, or my searching started, which eventually culminated into the retreat that I'm going to share with you tonight. There I am in Greece. I literally left Hollywood, backpacked through 6 different countries, journaling, visiting gurus, religious gurus, spiritual gurus, trying to find purpose. What is the purpose of this life? Why would life just be taken away from me? All my dreams, everything that I trained for. And I needed to go and find what our purpose is on this life. And that's what this retreat is, this webinar is tonight. I want to share with you those beautiful secrets that I share all over the world today that are changing lives. So as a direct result, I discovered the ultimate nirvana. Now, can you imagine all of that not in my life, and yet I am the happiest I have ever been? The last 8 years, all my friends, everyone that know me, like, Brett, what is going on with you? Are you on happy tablets? No. It is the journey that I took, where I learned and I turned my mess into my message. And that is what tonight's about. We all have this ability to find our nirvana even amongst our chaos. And what if our chaos is actually there for you to find your nirvana? And I point towards love being the ultimate success. That is all you need, being the energy of love. So today, I have literally created the freedom to live the exact life that I want to live, making a ripple effect of love across the globe, inspiring others to live into their greatness. This is what I stand for. Those of you that know me, those of you that don't know me, I'm very, very passionate. It is on the highest part of my food chain, and that is to make a difference and change people's lives, because I felt the suffering, I felt the confusion, I felt the pain. And I felt it for many years. And I said, there must be more to life about that. And so I changed my life. Look at this. Here you see, and everything that's helped me change my life, I'm going to share with you on this webinar and on our retreats going forward. Here's some more collages, but this is more now on a flip side, on a spiritual perspective, traveling around the world. There I've got a beautiful gold shaving from the Buddhists put on my chest. I mean, back in my rugby days, I would have thought that was very odd things, people doing things like that. Journaling, I didn't even think about that. And so my journey started then. Another thing that I've expanded in today is I believe that one should, be an advert, be your own best poster boy for the work you do. And so here you can see I did a swim from Cape Town, from Robben Island to Cape Town, just in my Speedo, 11 degrees water, over sharks. The intention was here is the message that I'm giving you on this retreat and on this webinar, that you can come from love and achieve anything in your life. You can still be in action detached from your thinking and feeling. Now imagine swimming over these sharks by myself. I have to be in action detached from my thinking and feeling. Obviously, I'd be worried about being too cold, the sharks, am I going to make it, etc., etc. I also, in my teachings, have expanded into the corporate world. Business motivational talks. I do a beautiful talk, Love is the New Currency. You are in good company. All right, there's a whole lot of massive companies that I work for that are making a difference in their lives. And so I just want to share with you that the teachings have been validated, that have been proven. You're going to see in the testimonials a little bit later. Here is our beautiful, beautiful website. Those of you that haven't been on it, go for it. SmilingSoulCreations.com, SmilingSoulRetreats.com. Everything that I'm sharing with you on this webinar is also on our website. It's nice tonight, though, to get to know me as your host and ask these one-on-one questions so we can react. Because ultimately, you are going to be with me for your 10 days in India. So I wanted to connect with you guys too. So thank you. Thank you again for being here tonight. You can see the shift I am. Here I am, instead of the cover of the GQ, on the cover of the Wellness. Who would have thought? But that's what happens when you find your true intention in life. Life starts bending providence in your favor, and your soul literally starts to smile. And that I put a stake in the ground that you will discover that on the retreat, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start our section 2, the highlights of the incredible India Smiling Soul Retreat and why it rocks. I emphasize why it rocks. The benefits and the outcomes. How cool is that picture? So that's one of our retreats. We've just flown in from, after the Taj Mahal, we've flown into the Himalayas, and we are about to spend 4 days in the holiest city in the world. You can see the diverse group of people there from all over the world, all ages. So you don't ever have to worry whether you'll fit in or is this retreat right for you from that perspective. I can assure you, having over 1,000 people have done our retreats already, and I'm going to show you a couple of visuals a little bit later of the diverse bunch of beautiful souls that join us from all over the world. So, but another poll. I want to kick off with this poll. Interact with me. This gets you in line with why you're on the webinar and why India as well. So, which of the following prophets would most appeal to you as the main motivator for attending the Smiling Soul Retreat? So what is it that you would ultimately want to walk away with? Why or why you would want to come on the retreat? So as you can see there, your options have popped up there. Have a break from life, family, work, and have some fun. I like that option. Find purpose and a renewed flow in my life. Find joy and love in my heart. Explore incredible in India through safe and inspiring means. Get over heartache and let go of my internal conflicts. I'm sure that between those 5, a lot of you are experiencing something very similar. So thank you. Yes. So just press your choice there. I see find joy and love in my heart is a popular one. 34%. Have a break from life. 22%. Thank you. This is 27%. Get over heartache and let go of internal conflicts. Heartbreaks can be one of the most challenging things, and this is one of the reasons why I designed this retreat. So if you have a heartbreak, you are in the right place. So thank you for interacting with the poll. Let's move on now. I designed the flagship India retreat with the intention of creating the perfect conditions and experience for you. So if you put an orange seed in Iceland, will it grow? No, it won't. If you put an orange seed in Tahiti, the perfect conditions on the equator, you could sit back on a deck chair, have a beer, and it would grow by itself. So when I share with you that I believe the strength of a retreat is because we create the perfect conditions. So we get we retreat you away from your normal life with all the 1,000 things that are going on, with all the clutter. And when you are away from all of that, it gives you the space to really go inside and find out what that true, marvelous, beautiful, inspiring you looks like. And so that is the perfect conditions that we create in terms of the activities, in terms of what we eat, where we stay as well. It's just an absolute diverse journey right through India. And then our 7 sacred miracles that I teach. I want to share with you that every detail of every teaching, I have put years and years into it. So like all things, great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together with passion. If there's anybody that can tell us about that, that is Van Gogh. So every detail, ladies and gentlemen, from the minute that you sign on our webinar or connect with our team, the minute you commit, we take care of you right until you get back home. So next slide here, look at this collage. Look at I call India is like more of a rainbow nation than anything. It's colors, it's diversity. But I'm going to get into a little bit about that later. What our hotels look like, what type of food we're eating, what activities we do. So it is the perfect adventure through India that will inspire, shift, and challenge you into your greatness. Just on that, you know that we operate at about 5% of our optimal body. There's so much more that we can do. And on this retreat, I challenge you 20% out of your comfort zone. And you're like, why didn't I live 20% out of my comfort zone? It's so much fun. So, How will the India retreat make your soul smile? This is probably the most important slide. This is why you want to come onto the retreat. So, what if you discovered a new love relationship with yourself and others? I shared with you. Remember the first time you fell in love? It was just unbelievable. People could pour water over you. This happened with me. You could be having a bad day. Nothing mattered. You were in this trance of such an incredible life. That feeling. And so what if you could create a life that you yourself fall in love with? You yourself fall in love with yourself, and you have this feeling that can never be taken away with you. So that is one of the massive benefits that you're going to get. But there's a whole string of them. Long-term satisfaction through living a balanced life which keeps you inspired, energized, and revitalized. Okay, so I teach you things, how to use your subconscious, how to get an optimal health, optimal wealth. And I teach you how to attract abundance in your life, even on a financial perspective. So another thing here, a fresh approach to starting each day with intentions as your guiding principle. One of the massive shifts that you have here is when I teach you how to create the perfect day. Fun, motivated life's masterpiece with a clear roadmap of how to get there. You know, I say that if I had a magic wand, by the time you leave the retreat, you have the perfect masterpiece, the perfect vision of your life by the time you leave, and you know how to execute it to that. So I do various teachings, I use various tools to get you to shift into that possibility, and then equip you to leave after the retreat and step into your greatness. Clarity, peace, and focus to bring dreams to fruition through our own commitment powered by our word. You're going to learn a lot about languaging, the energy of languaging, and how it can be so destructive at the same time create so many miracles. So I'm going to flip that on its head and give you the most beautiful, wisest insights that I've learned in my life. Gratitude for each moment of being alive with the ability to step 20% out of your comfort zone. This is what I shared with you. You know, getting on the bicycle and riding, that's 20% out of your comfort zone. So doing whitewater rafting is 20% out of your comfort zone. Asking a question in front of a group of 20, that is 20% out of your comfort zone. So the whole retreat, the food, the travel, the experience, and that is what our retreats are designed for. Why? Because you will never want to operate in anything less than 20% out of your comfort zone by the time you've experienced the profits of living 20% out of your comfort zone. So, first-hand realization and encounter with the gift you yourself are, and which is seeking to be known. What if it's the first time in your life you're actually going to introduce yourself to yourself, your truth? I can tell you that I only discovered myself when I was about 34 years old. So the energy of love, the ultimate success. What if this is true? Would you start anew? So that is some of the beautiful profits that you're going to get from our retreats. Here on the next slide, you can see, so we land in Delhi on day one. You're going to see the beautiful hotels that we stay at. From there, we go to Agra on a speed train. We go to one of the wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal. This just brings tears. You cannot actually believe how incredible this beautiful place is. From there, we fly into the Ganges, the Himalayas, and we go to the holiest city in the world. And this place just takes my breath away. You know, we have Jared, our cameraman, that comes with us, and every time he gets there, I turn around and I see these welling eyes behind me crying. Just because, you know, India is the home of spirituality. It's been there for thousands of years. This is where yoga started. And then finally, we end up in Goa in the Arabian Sea. This place is what the Beatles called their nirvana, their best place on the planet. They loved it, and I understand why. And you're going to understand why when you get there. But look at the pictures where we stay and how beautiful it is. Okay, so just I'm going to share with you these beautiful visuals, just a little quick journey of where we do, what we go. There's a picture of me welcoming the guests in Delhi. And that's where we kick off our retreat. Then we go to the Taj Mahal there. You see there, number 2. I call that the number 1 wonder of the world, just because of its intention. That was made out of pure, pure love. It's going to bring you to your knees in tears. It's so gorgeous. From there, we go to Rishikesh, the birthplace of yoga, nestled between the foothills of the Himalayas. As I shared with you, it's something you can't really put into words, these holy cities. And we also do the whitewater rafting in this area. And we go to the top of the Himalayas and watch the sunrise. The whitewater rafting, one of the most essential things, or the most beautiful parts for me about it, right? So I'm a little bit of an adventurer, as you can see. We're allowed to jump off the boat and float down the Ganges on our backs with our life jackets on, floating through these holy cities. And you actually got to pinch yourself and you say, are you kidding me? Is this actually happening? And so from there, we fly into Goa, which I shared with you. Those of you that enjoy, have got a little bit of a hippie side to you, oh my gosh, come with no bags, because the shopping here is just incredible. People do yoga 24 hours until the next night. People dance until the sun comes up the next morning. And remember, you're on a retreat, so you're also going to get these beautiful teachings as well. But this is a great place to hire a scooter, be free, because you have so much space and time as well. Visit the markets, go to the beautiful, they have old colonial churches there that are just incredible in the middle of India, and you're like, wow. So there's so many temples and so many different restaurants and unique places to visit in Goa. Goa is a place that I considered moving to. This is how special Goa is. All right. And then we do some beautiful activities. We let go. You found your new self. This happens on all our retreats. At this stage, you are brimming with excitement and love. And you can see how your mess in your life has actually been the biggest message and the biggest tool for you now to go forward and make a difference in other people's lives and yourself. So very excited for you. We let off our lanterns, our intention lanterns, into the sky all together as a group. Don't worry, it's biodegradable. It disappears before it even lands again. So we've taken care of that. My team has taken care of that. If you have any concerns about that. And then we finish off with our final miracle in Goa, love. The one thing that you maybe have picked up even in this webinar, I'm quite interactive. I really love what I'm doing. And so my presentations are very exciting, if I may say. I mean, I even use props like a funny nose. And yet at the same time, people start crying. And they come to me after the session and say, thank you for changing my life. This was worth every single penny. One of the big breakthroughs that they have in Goa is that I do a thing called martial arts hojo. This is Japanese martial arts. I used to work in a corporate company and hire these salespeople, and people used to get motivated, and then the next week they'd forget about their motivation. This Japanese martial arts hojo literally makes sure the teachings become organic, because you have to be in action with it. Don't worry, it's wooden swords. It's so much fun. It's one of the highlights of the retreat. You have such massive breakthroughs. So that's a collage of our journey and where we're going. What does the retreat package include? Well, I'm sure you've all been waiting on this to find out exactly what this looks like. The best of India: Delhi, Agra, Ganges, Himalayas, and Goa. So I just went through that, the pictures, what we're going to do. Based on my own journey through India, discover love over 12 days in the country that completely embodies what I teach. I must tell you that secretly India is my best retreat. And the people are just so lovable, so no ego. And I think that's why I just feel so at home. I don't feel judged and I feel loved. And just the service and the way they treat us is just incredible. So exclusive of 3 domestic flights. None of our other retreats have this. We fly from one end of India to the other. So 3 domestic flights, all our accommodation, land travel, airport travel, most meals. I say most meals because sometimes you're off and you want to go to a market and you and your friend decide you want to try this new They have such a diverse food range there. But you want to go eat out, you want to be next to the Ganges. 90% of everything is taken care of. All right. So it's just the days that you're off and you want to go and visit another little holy city or whatever it looks like. All adventure activities, everything is inclusive. And the comprehensive retreat facilitation. So all my teachings, our team that you're going to see, very powerful team that's going to support you. And so at this point, just to let you know, your international flights are your own cost. All right, so buckle up. Teachings and Q&A, the 7 sacred miracles to create your smiling soul masterpiece and live the life you love. I'm not even going to talk into that because the testimonials say it all. I believe strongly that you and I together on this retreat, you will find what you're looking for. That which you are seeking is seeking you. And I just hold your hand to expedite that. And we open up the veil to discover how extraordinary you are already. Very exciting. So daily check-in sheets, workbook schedule for your journeys, highlights. So at every given time, you know where you're going, what time you have to be in here. We've got my marketing department. If you're looking to this, namaste. We've just upped our game with the most beautiful workbooks. You have an insert where your breakfast is, where we're traveling to, what time the flight is. Everything is absolutely covered. And then I'm going to show you the workbook a little bit later, but you can write notes, your diary. This is an interaction. I want you to walk away with the retreat complete. Anything that you're searching for, I want you to get complete. And so I've designed the tools to help you, assist you in getting over that bridge into your greatness. Okay, so addressing the important questions. We have a lot of experience now. We've been running retreats now for 5 years. I think we on about 32 retreats. So we have got so much experience and we get so many common questions that, and this is one of the reasons why we started this webinar, because we get hundreds of emails every day. And what the questions that are coming up are basically the questions that people ask me. So I wanted to answer them live with you. And so if you have any other questions, please feel free to add it into the chat box here. What do the teachings on the retreat look like? How are they facilitated? So firstly, if I have one sentence to share with you what the teachings are about, it is this. Crossing the river from the outside world to the inside world is where and how you discover your greatness. Take a nice deep breath. Are you telling me, Brett, that everything that I'm searching for is inside of me? Yes. I am telling you that. And I'm going to share with you how to get there, right? So I teach 7 miracles on this retreat. Intention, masterpiece, gratitude, balance, integrity, humor, and love. If you don't have an intention in life, what is the point? Because remember, goals are just short-term gratification versus long-term satisfaction, which is an intention. Once you have an intention for life, your life becomes so easy because your decision making becomes so easy. You know what you want to stand for. You know that my intention is to be the best mom in the world. You know that your intention is to build the best building in Dubai. You know that whatever your intention is, until you have a life's intention, you're literally rudderless, floating in the sea out there and hoping for the best. You know, I say hoping, a drug that ends in disappointment. So do you have an intention for your life? My intention is to create a ripple effect of love. So how do I do that? I have to create a masterpiece of how to do that. So you might decide that you want to start a bakery. And so how would you start? You'd have to buy an oven, you'd have to buy dough, you'd have to, rent a place out where you can host this place. And so it's the same with these teachings, what I'm sharing with you, once you have an intention, I teach you how to get there, how to create a masterpiece in detail. A masterpiece that you don't even have to set your alarm clock for, because you're so inspired, moved, and touched about your day. You created it. Brett didn't tell you how to do it. Your husband didn't tell you. Your boss didn't tell you. You created this masterpiece of how to achieve your intention and how to be in line with it every day. Once you have a masterpiece, what are the miracles that expedite the process of you creating or achieving your intention? Well, gratitude and balance, one of the biggest secrets in the world. When you are in a state of gratitude, I can't even begin to tell you, even scientifically, spiritually, they have proven that this is the highest state of manifestation, of attracting, is when you're in a state of gratitude. But way more than that, I'm going to get into balance in your life. If you lose balance in life, you lose power. That's why you're coming on the retreat, right? Integrity. Once you have this beautiful masterpiece loaded with gratitude, loaded with balance, you want to feel this intention. You want to feel and get there. You want to feel this masterpiece. And I'm going to teach you the power of your word versus your thinking and feeling. Do you remember early on in the swim, I shared with you that I managed to swim from Robben Island to Cape Town, swimming detached from my thinking and feeling. How many of us are stuck in the thickness of something thin, and it's only an illusion. It's only this thing in our mind. On the other side of this thinking and feeling is your greatness. I'm going to share with you, teach you the wisdom from many people of how to get there. Once you have got that, I turn on to our sixth miracle, humor. Brett, how can humor be profitable in my life? Oh my gosh, what a miracle. And once you learn to never take life or yourself too seriously, the love and joy and lightness and power just starts flowing in you. And you're going to see, what is it that you're actually taking seriously? That thing that you're actually taking seriously is not even you. But we'll get into that on the retreat. And then finally, love. I say that being the energy of love is the ultimate success. Why? Because you attract who you're being. So I'm going to train you to get into a place of tapping into the source, this well-being of love that you already are, that you feel you're happiest in. And I'm going to share with you how to stay there for the rest of your life. So all these 7 miracles, that is what I get excited about. That is my game, and I'm so committed. Look at this. These are the beautiful venues that we teach it as well. Remember, I shared with you why we're different to other retreats is because of the locations. Once I'm literally teaching next to the Ganges, then on top of the Himalayas, then on the Goa beach. Here's a couple of visuals. Look at that. Look at that with the Taj Mahal behind us. The Taj Mahal, I do a session of how to create your masterpiece. And the story behind the Taj Mahal of how he created his masterpiece. To build one of the 7 wonders will hit home. The penny drops after my session. You're like, oh, why haven't I created a masterpiece in my life? Okay, so how is the retreat structured? What does a typical day entail? I like this question because that's what I would want to know as well. So you can see here, our typical day. Let me just give you a typical day. So you'd wake up overlooking the Ganges. You'd go for breakfast. As I said, nearly everywhere we go offers yoga. You could do a nice yoga session, and then you would walk over the Ganges to this beautiful place, our venue of a teaching. That morning, I would do 1-hour teachings. Our teachings are only every second day for 1 hour. Yes, there's some practical assignments that I like you to do in order for you to really get the teachings. And so they're in beautiful venues. After that, you'd probably have the afternoon off. A lot of the girls take these tuk-tuks into the next holy city and do henna and have so much fun. That night, you might want to go do a fire ceremony or learn how to dance or just have a beautiful massage, which, by the way, if you book tonight, is another surprise. Okay, and here's our workbooks. You can see there's diaries. I remember I was praising my marketing team. Well, this is the new look and feel we have. It's just so incredible. So every day you will have your structure, your workbooks to help you and to guide you. Why India, Brett? What the destinations and why were they chosen? Remember I shared with you when I was backpacking, searching for my answers in India. I stayed there for some time and I ended up, bang, in the Himalayas, in the Ganges. I said, how can I not share this with somebody? Just my friend, just my family. Bang, Goa Beach. Bang, the Taj Mahal. And I said, I just want to share this with people. I didn't even know at that stage that I wanted to host a retreat or even teach consciousness for that matter. But when everything came together and the dots joined, I had this aha moment, which you are going to have on this retreat too when you start joining the dots. What the destinations and why were they chosen? They were chosen because I shared with you that I choose countries that speak into my message of love. And India just so does that. Look at this. Look at the color. I was telling you about a rainbow India, but the colors are just to die for. My mom visited India just a couple of months ago, and she's like, Brett, oh my gosh, why haven't I been here before? I told her to go with an empty shopping bag, and she just came back with these 2 huge bags, and I think it cost her like 1,000 rand for 2 massive bags. So beautiful shopping. The people are also different. You know, you get people from the Himalayas, then you get people from Mumbai. So the diversity of the people and how they dress and how they eat also is very different. That's what I love about India too. Okay, so a quick run through of what I shared with you. The home of the Taj Mahal is, so we land in Delhi, this is what you're going to get. We then go to Agra. I'm sure, I don't know if you've heard of the word Agra. Agra is renowned because of the Taj Mahal. We take a speed train off to the Taj Mahal. From there, we fly off in those little planes that I showed you with us in the picture, the Himalayas, Rishikesh, and this is where you're going to discover the holiest city in the world. All right, and then the Ganges, the source of the divine power. People flock to the Ganges. Never mind the India retreat or anything. People literally fly to the Ganges, dip in the Ganges and leave. Whether they're from Germany, Sweden, freedom. This is one of the most sacred places in the world. You can see a beautiful picture there. We go for a fire ceremony. And please go onto our website. All these videos, all these pictures, everything is there for you to check out what I'm pointing towards. All right, and then time to let go. Right, we're coming to the end of the retreat. Brett, oh my gosh, I'm feeling fabulous. I want to take off my shoes. I want to get my feet rubbed with aloe all day. I want to do shopping. I want to let go, and I want to dance under the spiritual moon. That is what Go is all about. Okay, so look at those little tree houses on the right there. I've slept in one of those. Very, very, very cool. Okay, what are the participants like and how big are the groups? Will I fit in? I feel I'm too old, young, unfit, not ready. Remember, I wanted to create a demographic that chooses no type of person, no agenda, and give them the platform to change their lives. So, your age, your size, your fitness level, your background, your culture, tell me if this collage of picture doesn't speak into all of that. We've had often, in actual fact, I must have had at least 8 now participants that have been over 80, a whole host of 70-year-olds, right down to 18 years old. A mother wanting to send their son on a retreat after school to decide what their life is going to be like. Looking through a new set of eyes, not the condition of what we should become and do, etc. And so the diversity of the group, the fun, the family element that we create, and the love and respect that we create throughout this journey is unbelievable. As I shared with you, if you're sharing a room, for example, there is no coincidence why that particular person is in that room with you. because it is also part of the divine miracle and what you're going to learn. So many of these groups walk away with having found best friends for life. Some of the groups go back and meet every second Thursday in Joburg, wear their saris, dots on their head, have a lunch and just support each other. So our community on these Smiling Soul retreats is just something so incredible. And now can you imagine all these thousands of people that have been through retreats all coming from love? Can you imagine what sort of energy and what sort of divine peace and love that you experience at a group traveling through the spiritual, incredible India? So, what can I expect in terms of accommodation, food, and activities? So, I just want to go back and share with you. Don't worry about your fitness levels, your age, all of that type of stuff. Go onto the website and see testimonials of doing that. Let's move on now. What can I expect in terms of accommodation, food, and activities? Another great question. How cool is this hotel? This is a jewel. This is actually called the Crown. It's in Delhi. This is where we fly into. Those of you that thought, oh, Brett, are we staying in these huts, that don't even have toilets? Well, surprise, surprise. Our hotels are chosen to make sure that you have the best holiday of your life. The Crown Plaza, unbelievable in Delhi. From there, we fly, as I said to you, we go to the Himalayas, the Divine Hotel. The Divine Hotel is my favorite hotel. Now, I've traveled to 27 different countries around the world. And when I tell you that I've been to many hotels, know this. But when I tell you that I've never experienced a hotel where the Ganges is roaring under me, I've got a glass sea view, I just want to sit in my room. All the participants just want to sit in their room and just soak and bathe in the spiritual grace and power of the Ganges. You can see where we eat there. Your view is over the Ganges. Once again, no mud huts. Look at the venues that we teach on. Look how cool the setting is there, right on the Ganges, the meals we have. This is one of the sections where those of you that are meat eaters do get challenged. I'm a meat eater, so don't worry. When you are in these holy cities for those 4 days, it's vegetarian. And you can see us all sharing there. And you wouldn't know that you're not eating beef or chicken. It just tastes so divine. It actually makes you think, do I actually need to continue, eating my chops and my steak every day? So it's a nice break, a nice cleansing time for you. Don't worry, there's so much food. You always will have an abundance of food. Okay, there we go in Goa. What did I tell you? Why do the Beatles love it so much? Boom, that is why they love it so much. This place just takes my breath away. It's a safe place to let your mind go at the end of the retreat and just unwind and get ready to go and start anew in this big new life that you are gonna discover and create. So, Goa, so looking forward to you. The food. Well, where do you start if this was your plate? The food is unbelievable. So many people worry about getting Delhi belly and all these things, and so many different rumors about India. Let me share with you. We want you to not get sick. We want you to have the best retreat. So we go ahead, and after years, we've discovered the best restaurants where it's the healthiest and it's the cleansiest. The whole trip around India. Then the diversity of the meals. We cater for you. If you're a vegetarian all the way through, we cater for you. Our team. When you chat with our team, we look after every single aspect of it. What I wanted to tell you, however, is that the food is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. So there's a nice collage of basically where we're going. You can see us doing meditation on the beach there. There's Hoja in the middle there. You can see us on the side of the Ganges, of the fire ceremony, the Taj Mahal, the whitewater rafting. Oh, I told you about it. Makes me so excited, and you will love it. So even if you're a non-swimmer, you can do whitewater rafting. How cool is that? What has been the experience of previous participants? This is when I can just share with you. Whenever I search for something, whether I want to visit or go, I always look at the testimonials, because You know, Brett can sit here and tell you how gorgeous this is, but when someone else is telling you this from first-hand experience, like Carlos, it simply blew my mind. Please go into our website. All these testimonials are there. We have hundreds of testimonials from all walks of life. It was 10 stars, worth every single cent and then some. Lynn came to me afterwards and said, Brett, I don't even know how you afford to put these retreats together, because I would pay 3 times the amount. I had a multi-dimensional experience. It is the trip of a lifetime. Mark Fraser Grant. Oh, these two ladies. I had so much fun with them on this retreat. It was so well organized. It's a bucket list dream come true. Well, if you want to see more testimonials, I told you they're powerful. Go and watch them on video. And they talk about the food, where we're going, our travels. They just, before they even start, they say, pack your bags, book now, and go. Don't ask questions. You will have the time of your life. So, smilingsoulcreations.com/testimonials on our website. Okay, I'm considering another retreat along similar lines. What sets the Smiling Soul retreats apart from the rest? I also wanted to know this. So, firstly, you get a structured program with awesome activities. Unique, powerful, and practical teachings. I touched into that a little bit earlier. Best India destinations and attractions. A support system and becoming part of our Smiling Soul community. All right, I shared with you, we like a family. It's so beautiful when you meet people that talk the same language, that understand, that don't judge, that are just kind and loving and supportive, you know. And then your world-class host, me. I get excited because I just love traveling with people and making a difference in their lives. And I'm like a little kid. Oh, check the Taj, check this out, check that. And our whole team is like that. So I look forward to you joining us on this retreat. Will I receive assistance in my travel preparations and planning after booking for the retreat? I'm afraid of traveling on my own. I get this question a lot. I want you to know something. We have the awareness about this. We want your trip to be comfortable. The minute you book here and you commit, our team literally hold your hand from this moment until you get back to whatever country you're coming from. Okay, so all assistance, all your planning, all those things will be covered by our team. You'll have a lovely assistant that literally walks you through every step. I'm afraid of traveling on my own. What else are you possibly afraid of in your life? What if you got over this challenge and it opened up the rest of your life? I tell you why I share this. Because on every single retreat, 50% of the people on the retreat travel by themselves. Those 50%, we cap our retreats at 20. Those 10 people walk away with best friends. And you have your own space, your own room, your own bed in your room. You have plenty of space, respect. Remember, we're traveling all the time. So let me tell you, there's not much difference as far as I'm concerned in my own room and traveling or traveling by myself. Okay, your retreat angels. I don't do this all by myself. I have a beautiful team that run the company behind the scenes. But on the retreats, these are the people that come on. These are, I should say, not the people. These are exquisite, beautiful human beings that I call my sister, my brother, your retreat angels. Rapali on the left has been doing work with me for 10 years. Every single retreat, she is like a soul sister of mine, and she will end up being your nugget on this retreat. Everybody loves her. Anything that you need to know, 24/7, Rapali is there for you. They call her Rupati as well, because she brings fun to the retreat. Jared, he's one of the cutest men I know. But he does our documenting around the world, all our pictures, he edits, and yet he's also an assistant on this retreat for you, helping with bags, getting you here, pointing you in the right direction, lots of humor, lots of fun. And then Ayush, because he's part of India, language barriers, all of that, we don't have that. And Ayush has been with me on every retreat, a man that I can say I love. A few other questions we get asked on this retreat. What is the weather like in India for the different retreat dates throughout the year? Okay, before I go through the next ones, I'm just going to share with you, once again, every detail on every retreat. Remember, we host retreats all around the world. We make sure that that particular retreat at that particular date of the year is booked for the best weather. So all these India dates are absolutely in flow with the best weather. I see that the package price is on a sharing basis. Does this mean I must bring someone with? No, you don't have to bring someone with. You get placed with somebody like you that's coming by themselves. But of course you can bring someone with. You'll share a room with you too. So what if I want my own room? Absolutely, that's available to you too. And I also don't want you to get worried about, will I fit in with this person and this and that. There's a questionnaire that we ask you, we send to you, and we get to know your sort of traits and characteristics, and we try and match people accordingly, okay? So don't worry about any of that. Do I need to take part in the motivational sessions, the Q&A sessions, and the other activities which are part of the retreat facilitation context? Can I just come along for the ride and skip some sessions? Yes, you are able to. Absolutely. There is no rules on this retreat. We are all adults. We paid money to come here. No stress, no problems. I want you to have the best time of your life. You can sleep in your bed from when you rock up until you leave. It never happens though. We haven't had one person miss a teaching. So I just want you to get the feeling that there's no pressure on you. There's no judgment. You just come and be yourself. All right? And you're in good hands. That's why I say there's no rules on this retreat. All right, so I hope some of those answers to those questions have really helped you and brought you clarity, because I feel it did. And those of you that are ready to jump, now's the time. Check this out. The special offer for the India Smiling Soul Retreat, exclusive to webinar attendees. So I shared with you, if you go onto our website and you look at our pricing and all of that is completely different to this webinar. Because you are special, you spent the time with me, you put your time apart, and you came to find out. So I'm going to share with you how you have scored by just being here with me tonight. All right. So exclusive to this webinar, our attendees, what the retreat is. The 10-day India Smiling Soul Retreat is in itself valued over $5,000 per participant. My teachings itself is valued at $12,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, the total value is $17,000 per person. But because I shared with you, you are on this retreat, I've got something really cool to offer you. Your total investment for the India Smiling Soul Retreat to change your life in 10 days and to have all those incredible activities and experience the diversity of India is just $3,000. Lynn was right about saying that one should charge double because you get so much out of this. So $3,000. How does this work, Brett? Well, that's the feeling you should be feeling right now. Yes, I've booked my ticket. I'm pumped. Incredible India. Here I come. But wait, there's something more. Don't go. I shared with you that we are full of surprises on this particular webinar. To secure your spot, you just need to put down $1,000. If you pay this $1,000, so you put down $1,000 and secures your spot on any retreat. But on this webinar, if you put your $1,000 down within 7 days, you get an additional 10% off. I told you you're going to score on this webinar. I told you we're going to share love. So check this out, which means your total retreat investment is $2,700. Remember, payment on your deposit. You must pay the deposit to get this particular 10% off within 7 days of this webinar. Okay. Yay! And not only that, I told you again, we're going to give away some more bonuses. So your booking bonus, because of that special that you just took with that 10% off, I'm going to give you something so special. Make your soul smile. Literally, let's get the words right here. Love yourself healing body treatment on the foothill of the Himalayas. I must tell you, this actually happens after the rafting. The girls come up after the treatment and the guys, and they're like, oh my gosh, Brett, I'm in heaven on earth. I found my nirvana, but in this place where you have these beautiful treatments. So that's thrown in at a value of $300. Each of you are going to get that. Okay, so book now, get your 10% off and get your bonus booking. Congratulations. Guess what's just happened? You have had your coupon code just emailed to you. And this is a special that is only for these attendees. So you can see here what to do now. All right. You can go onto our website page, all right, on smilingsoulcreations.com and go under the book now section. You are able to book there. But what we've done is we've also given you an opportunity here to click on the right. You'll see it coming up there. Click there to begin the booking process. All right. So we will be provided the opportunity to add your coupon code here and receive this discount of $300 within the 7-day window period. Remember, I shared with it within 7 days. Okay, so let's see some action. Who's in? Share with me. Who's excited to join me? Lovely. Carol. Fantastic. Who's that? John. You in? Yes. Oh, I'm so excited to be having you guys join me. That's so cool. We're up to, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cynthia, welcome Cynthia. You're in. Absolutely. 1, 2, 12 so far. Yay! This is rocking. I'm so excited. Sharon, I'm in, Brett, but do you offer a payment plan? Yes, we do. We offer a payment plan. So just get in touch with our office. The girls are waiting for you. Email us. Remember, I said on info@smilingsoulcreations.com. We do that. We do offer payment plans. So can I count you in? I've got a yes here, but I don't know if, is that you? Yes. Okay. So book now. I'm going to see you there. I'm so excited. What, if anything, is stopping you? What is stopping you from making this fantastic decision in your life today? What is stopping you? What if on the other side of that is where all the gold dust is? Go to the testimonials. I told you, go and read them, go and listen to them. We typically sell out months in advance, so don't waste another minute. Do it now. Want to chat to one of our team? If you want to have a further chat, maybe there was something that I slipped that you weren't aware of or anything, please email us on info@smilingsoulcreations.com. I've got the most beautiful team that are waiting to assist you with everything. Remember what I shared with you. Once you book, you're in our hands until you get back. Okay, so your bonus giveaway for being here. Remember what I shared with you. Okay, now you've got all these specials, and actually you've got 2 specials there. But I've got a personal special for you. And I promised you that in the beginning of the webinar. Your manifestation diary. My signature handcrafted manifestation diary. Okay, you'll see there, it's going to pop up there. You can just press the link and download it. I want to share with you, thank you so much for being here. This particular diary itself, if you literally jump into this diary for 3 weeks, if you see me in real life, you're going to jump on me, hug me, and not let go. That's how beneficial and powerful this diary is. It's yours for free. Congratulations. Thank you for staying here with me on this webinar. Okay, so I am now open for questions. All right. Let's see there. Let's see. Okay. Cindy. Hi, Cindy. I am going through relationship challenges. Should I bring my partner with? Great question. Yes and no. I have had couples coming on this retreat exactly for that. and they want to know what will it work out, this partnership? Will this relationship work out? You're either going to fall head in love with each other all over again, which many couples do. They come on the retreat looking for something, getting away from relationships, as my friend said, and really creating the most beautiful relationship with your loved ones. We give you the tools, and on this retreat, what's so beautiful about it, you start communicating with each other authentically. You start creating a life with each other with respect, with grace, with joy. When you look at life through a different set of eyes, life treats you differently as well. You know, one of the things I share on this retreat also, you know, don't come there, be open to what you get taught on the retreat. So some couples come there and they realize once and for all, I need to have the courage and love to walk away from this person. And you know, the most beautiful thing that I've seen when people do walk away from each other, they walk away from each other after this respect, in actual fact, more in love than they've ever been with the person, because they've seen their greatness on this retreat. But now it's a healthy breakup. You respect each other's decision and you love each other. You know, they always say, let go that which you most want in life. And you feel this beautiful letting go and starting anew as well. So, do I bring my boyfriend or don't I bring my girlfriend? It's really up to you. I'm telling you now, you will get a decision on the way forward after the retreat. Either to stay together and create the most incredible life, or respectfully leave each other and create freedom in your life. So I invited on, it's so much fun. What other questions do we have up here? Peter, I'm a smoker. Will I get paired with smokers? What a great question, Peter. Listen here, remember I shared to you earlier, I'm no saint. I don't have any inclination to be it. I understand that people that are seeking are not people that have found this optimal life. They come there with all these things, like smoking. Like I said to you, there's no rules on this. If you want to wake up with a cocktail next to your bed, no problem. We literally, when you fill in your questionnaire, we see that you're a smoker, so we literally pair you up with another smoker. We're on the phone with you. As I said, our team is on the phone with you completely all the time to find out your likes, your dislikes, your behaviors, the ages. We pair you up so that you're perfectly in line with the right person. What else do we have here? Beatrice. I can only pay next week. Will I still qualify for the bonus? Petrus, yes, you will. Remember I said it's within 7 days. So if it's within 7 days, but please reach out to our team. I remember I said to you the info@smilingsoulcreations.com. Reach out. We want you to win. We also have some nice financial plans that you can look at as well on through our system and through our company. Okay, so yes, absolutely. Okay, just pick up the phone and start a conversation so that we can assist you. Okay, John, amen. Yay, John. Oh, another one, Cynthia, amen. Yes. Smiling Soul Retreats. I hope this webinar has brought you all the value that you've been looking for. And my hope for you is that I'm going to see you very soon on the incredible Smiling Soul Retreats. Thank you very much for being here. I really acknowledge you. I feel honored and humbled, and I'm really glad that I could share this creation with you, the Smiling Soul India Retreats. I will see you soon. And as they say in India, namaste. Thank you very much.